Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are going to do a tutorial using powder foundation. We're going to be using the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. This one is in the color tan. If you guys like my completed look, stick around. I'm going to show you guys how I achieved it. But before we get started, hi, my name is Alex. And if you guys have oily skin, then this is a channel for you. Please consider subscribing. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the video. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Pacifica. Why do I always talk when I'm spraying it? This is the Pacifica Flower Matte Mist. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Mattifying Primer. You can get this at Shop Miss A. It's a really nice one. I just like this one when I'm doing more of like a powder foundation because it is mattifying, but it's a little bit tackier than most mattifying primers. Since I'm doing a powder foundation today, I want to put this one in. So I'm going to let that sink in and I'm going to do my eyes first. Okay, so eyebrows are done, eyeliner's done, all the eyes are pretty much done for now. It's been a while since I've used this. This is the Bare Minerals Golden Tan Original Foundation, and if you guys want to see how I use this more kind of in depth, I do have a video up there, so I'll link it up above so you guys can see that. I like this because it's more lightweight, but it does give you some really nice coverage. Whatever's on the lid is what I start off with. I take a little bit like this. I'm gonna brush like that. This one came with the foundation when I bought it, so it's been working really good. So we've already set our skin and I've let it kind of sink into my skin. So right now, everything's prepped and primed. And I just kind of swirl in the foundation and kind of buff it into the skin. The more you buff it in, I feel like the better it melts into the skin and blends in nicely. You really have to take your time with this foundation because I do believe that it takes longer for you to do this type of foundation versus, liquid foundation. This one, you really have to work it into the skin for it to look flawless, in my opinion. If you don't, you end up looking powdery because the goal with this foundation is for you guys to really melt it into the skin and make it one with the skin. Otherwise, you'll run the risk of looking powdery, cakey. But if you really do take your time and buff it into the skin, it just looks really, really nice and flawless. All right, so I think that is a good amount of coverage. What I end up doing is taking a brush like this. This is the e.l.f. C brush. Yes, the e.l.f. C brush. I dip it into the product and usually like right around here where I have that like acne scar, I'll go ahead and put that there and kind of blend it in just for a little bit more coverage. And you guys will see how good it covers that area. Sometimes I feel like it's even better coverage than most liquid foundations. It really diffuses that area and blurs it away, and I think it's really, really nice. For under the eye, what I ended up doing is getting the same powder foundation in just a lighter shade. I think this shade is maybe a tad too light still. This is in the color Light, and this is the powder right here. So I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is the Real Techniques. A little bit of both powders there, and I just end up mixing them together. Tap off the excess, and then going in that area. And kind of go back and forth just to blend that in. And I do this because, like I said, you guys, I don't require a lot of coverage down there, but I do like brightening that area a little bit, especially in the inner corner of the eye. And again, don't rush this. You just kind of melt it in the skin, kind of buffing that in back and forth. And that way it'll look the most flawless. Okay, so that is it for our foundation. Next, I'm going to go ahead and bronze. For bronzer today, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just smiling because I really enjoy using this bronzer. I'm going to take it with a small fluffy brush, kind of dip that brush in here. This is in the shade Bronze. This is one of their, I think, the lightest shade. There is a darker shade, but this is the bronze shade, and I think it's just enough color to give my skin a little bit of dimension without looking too flat, because usually when you put foundation and don't do anything else, your face just looks flat. So you need something to deepen and give it more dimension. I love that bronzer. It was like the best purchase. I can't believe I got on that bronzer like super late. I know I'm late on that bandwagon. For blush, I'm gonna use the ColourPop blush. Really nice pinky peachy kind of blush. This one is in the 10 or in 10, but it's a nice matte blush. And I'm using matte because I want to use highlight today. So usually when I want to go in with highlight, I will either use a satiny blush or something more muted like a matte blush. For highlight, I'm going to use this highlight right here. I've used it in a couple videos. This is my favorite kind of different highlight. It's a very nice lilac-y highlight, but don't let that scare you. It has a nice golden undertone, and on the skin, especially like on darker skin, it looks really, really nice. I hope you guys can see that glow. Oh my gosh. Put this on the other. I love that highlight. It's really good. If you guys can get your hands on it, it's the Lilac Geode by Becca. They have it at, I believe, only Ulta, but it's like really, really nice. I love using that. Last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and use lipstick. I don't use lipstick often, but for today, I'm gonna use the number 815 Rebel Pink by Maybelline. So let's go ahead and use it. I don't ever use lip liner. Very rarely do I use lip liner. So if you're wondering why I didn't put any, it's because I really don't use it often. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I just wanted to come on here and use a few different products. I feel like I've been using the same products over and over again. I really do need to go shopping for new makeup. I feel like that'll inspire me because I have been feeling kind of like in a rut, not wanting to do a lot of makeup video tutorials because I feel like I'm using, again, the same things over and over again. So trying to mix it up a little bit today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Very simple, everyday look. Oh, let me spray. I want to spray this thing. I'm telling you guys, I've been on a kick with this spray. And I wanted to do this especially because we did powder foundation today. So it'll really bind everything together into the skin and make it one and less powdery. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.